Hi guys, welcome back. So Argentina and New Zealand go at it in the Rugby Championship, part of the World Cup preparation, and New Zealand get a massive win, 12-41. They'll be delighted for sure. Argentina, however, definitely some positives in that second half. Very, very even, but completely blown away in the first. Now, if you haven't subscribed already, please do, because there's going to be loads of these sort of reviews and reports going up to the World Cup, in the World Cup, of course, and lots of other videos in between. So if you haven't got involved, please do. I tend to go through the narrative of the game, definitely, but also pull out some of the pertinent points, make some analysis as well. And I love the atmosphere, the flow, the emotion of the game, as well as the technical side. So I try and get it all in there. So let's get into it. And New Zealand probably dodged a bullet right from the start. Mackenzie has his kick charged down by Matera, could easily have bounced anywhere, but he just reacts quick enough to touch it down, so that avoids embarrassment at the start, and maybe that would have changed the momentum of the half. Who knows? But anyway, from then on, New Zealand have clearly come to play. They want to spread the ball. I mean, they're running hard lines as well, but they're definitely attacking from deep as well, trying to keep that ball in hand probably a bit more than they have done in the past. And on 6 minutes, we get our first try. New Zealand just keeping at it. They're getting hit back a little bit in the tackle, but they're rewarded for their persistence. The Argentina midfield, which I wasn't that impressed with today, let me know if you disagree, but they got a little bit done over by Jordi Barrett and Rico Ioane's pace. This time they overdrift, give Rico Ioane far too much space. He kind of half dummies and then just roasts the covered defence, leaving the midfield for dead. And to be fair, Scott Barrett actually won the line out to start that play, and he's the one who offloads to Dane Coles to score. Now, Dane Coles, I think, started as the third choice hooker. He needed to prove a point, and he definitely did today. Showed good speed as well. I think he made one bad overthrow, but from then on, he was nailing his guy often at the back of the line out. But anyway, danger signs for Argentina, 0-5. Now the very next play, Narawa should have been away probably on the right, but actually found a little short of long range pace. Carreras beating him there to scramble with the tackle. The danger's not over though. New Zealand just keep coming and coming. Scott Barrett once again to the fore. That quick ruck speed, and Ardi Surveyor muscles over. 0-10. Mackenzie had a bit of a tricky game from the kicking tee, but I think it was swirling with wind as well, so maybe we'll let him off that because the rest of his game was really, really good. Then on 11 minutes, a real statement from New Zealand with another try. The Barrett boys involved once again. Good hands from Caleb Clark on this phase of play, although he does chuck one away a bit later. Gives the ball to Bowden Barrett and just roasts the defence on the outside. Still got that pace. Inside ball to Jordi Barrett. That's the try. Mackenzie has another shot at goal and actually gets his first one. So 0-17 just after 11 minutes. Couple of other notes. The young second row Josh Lord is showing his athleticism, combining with Scott Barrett's physicality is a good combo. Probably not the first choice second rows, that's going to be Whitelock and Retallick, but shows there is some good backup there, so that's good to see. Argentina in this first half, maybe it's a tactical error, I don't know, but it didn't work. They were making a few phases and kicking in behind, and it was easy for New Zealand just to get the ball back and go right back on the attack, and it just kept the momentum going for New Zealand. Argentina probably just needed to keep hold of the ball and suck up some time in possession. Now on 18 minutes, Argentina actually have a chance to get back in the game. There's a clear unbind and then bind back into the maul from Scott Barrett. That's the penalty. Argentina pour around the corner, but a poor fumble from Bruni with the line at their mercy. And after that, he actually played really well, Bruni, but that was a big error. And the scrum starts to creak for Argentina. De Groot really going to work on that Argentinian scrum. I mean, the Argentinian props were actually decent around the park, but they were getting pumped in the scrum. Now, on 22 minutes, the one Dane Coles overthrow does give Argentina another good chance, but Sinti in the midfield just shows a lack of pace, really. Goes for an impossible finish and is quite easily bundled into touch. So Argentina do blow a couple of good chances there. They probably should have just kept hold of the ball and gone through phases there. 25 minutes in, the Barrett boys, they're at it again. Successive hits, hard lines, makes the big yards, penalties, 5 metre line out, crossfield kick from Mackenzie to Jordi Barrett, inside to Clark, nearly squeezes out another try, but it just keeps on coming, and nice hands from Mackenzie, and Ioane really does well to step into the pass, which does for his defender. He dives over. 0-24. Now the big problem for Argentina is they just couldn't stop the speed of ball from the ruck from the All Blacks. They did try and get hands on the ball a few times, but the ref was super hot on any semblance of hands on the ground. There were some tight calls that went against Argentina, but they definitely struggled to slow up the ruck ball. On 32 minutes, Argentina do get another chance to attack. A poor Beauden Barrett kick this time, but Sam Cane has showed he's chunked up. His tackles are even harder than before, and he absolutely ends Cancellieri there to stop the attack. So after that overthrow from Coles, what the All Blacks were doing a lot to launch good attacks was hitting Frizzell at the back. Having that 6 that's a good jumper is very useful, and then they can launch Geordie Barrett into midfield. That was a super effective combo. Just before half time, a couple of nice Argentinian turnovers, but they do just kick that ball away very poorly, and they're just inviting trouble, and more trouble comes. He's not particularly flowing phases on this try, but the sheer number of Argentinian penalties means it's going to be a yellow card. It's 5 metre maul, Smith scores, and it is indeed the yellow card. The game is pretty much over, 0-31. It's been a disaster for Argentina, a dream for New Zealand. What can Argentina do? And what they can do is severely up their play. Apart from the scrum, they're still getting absolutely crunched in the scrum. Sordoni's getting worked over by De Groot. But anyway, apart from that, scrums, line-outs, mauls, hard lines, offloads, it all starts to come out in the second half from Argentina. And holy smokes, the loosehead Garjo bundles through some tackles. I'm not sure how he did it. And then Bruni takes it up to 5 metres. Another penalty in the All Blacks. They were actually pretty lucky not to have a yellow card in that second half. It's Garjo again with a tap penalty, and then the other prop, Sordoni, makes up a little bit for his scrummaging woes to smash over from close range, and Argentina get off 0, 5-31. Now on 53 minutes, the experienced fly half Sanchez is on, but immediately puts up one of the worst clearance kicks I've seen him do, gives New Zealand a 5 metre maul, but goodness me, the winger Carreras is fantastic in defence once again, tracks Geordie Barrett across the pitch, makes a great tackle, then onto his feet with the turnover. Goodness me, plus catching a narrow in the first half. What an impressive display from him. It's a shame he didn't get more ball to attack with. Now on 56 minutes we see a lovely wrap-around play. The midfield completely hold the Argentinians. McKenzie wraps around so quickly the Argentinian midfield cannot react at all. He feeds Beauden Barrett to score in the corner. Again, Carreras nearly gets him, but he does score 5-36. So McKenzie, Beauden Barrett both had really good games. McKenzie particularly, I think, standing out at 10. I did say in my preview show McKenzie had probably been the best standout New Zealand 10 for me in Super Rugby, and I think he showed it here, but a little bit tricky kicking from the tee, but like I said, maybe the wind is the problem there. Now on 59 minutes I make a note that the line-out work and face play is so much better than Argentina, keeping the ball in hand. Obviously, when he leaked 31 points in the first half, that doesn't help to win the game. But anyway, so much better. On 61 minutes, Richie Mo'unga is on and immediately makes a really bizarre choice to kick even when the charge down's right in his face. Gets ricocheted off the shins, which shows what a bad decision it was. And he looks a little low on confidence, which is strange. McKenzie looked really high on confidence. Maybe that was just me. Let me know if you thought the same. But it is miles better from Argentina. The big boys in the forwards are bumping off defenders and offloading. I do say when it comes out to the centres, it looks more pedestrian. I think they were quite weak there, but certainly they really stepped it up with their big boys like Matera. Anyway, 10 minutes to go. Argentina continue to roll through loads and loads of phases. Matera, Carreras again causing the problems, and it's the All Blacks starting to concede lots of penalties. But there are some positives for New Zealand in that second half. Kane is tackling like an absolute trainer. It looks like he's going up a level with that tackling. Geordie Barrett sweeps on a couple of nice jackals, and the scrum continues to absolutely dominate even with the sub-front row. And 5 minutes to go. Beautiful quick hands from McKenzie. Frees Caleb Clark on the left. And then it goes back to the right, and McKenzie's there once again to fire the long pass to the right wing, Narawa, for a great finish. McKenzie, struggled with his kicking, but his passing, his creation was fantastic. So that's 5-41. But Argentina do get the final say. New Zealand have shipped so many penalties, and I'm not quite sure how they didn't get a yellow, but anyway, they didn't. 5 minutes of line-out maul to Argentina, and it's Creevy, the hooker, up there behind me, glowering away, who bursts free and then stretches over to score 12-41. So Definitely some positives for Argentina in that second half, but they were absolutely blown away by a sharp-looking New Zealand in that first half. Get all the comments below. Love to know what you think, and I'll see you next time.